So the day has finally come. We're doing griffin breeding, and yeah, right behind me we've got some colorful looking griffins. Obviously some of them have the summer bash colors, this one and then this one. Yeah, they're pretty crazy looking. Probably not gonna keep any of those colors, but it's nice, I guess. So yeah, the one thing that is very, very nice is going to be the stats on these things, because yeah, we've got some pretty amazing stats. I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing a lot of griffin taming. In fact, yeah, I've been using the gene scanner to find them, and there's a surprising amount of them on the map at a given time. I'd say there's like 20 on the map all at once, and they seem to respawn quite fast as well. So, you know, a lot of griffin killing has went into trying to get the high levels, and some of these were max levels. Let's see. This one right here, 209. I think that would have been a 140. Yeah. So this was a 140. That was a 145, another 145, and then these ones right down the end were two 150s. So obviously you've seen some of the numbers right there. 53 points into the health. Our stamina is 50. This was the last one I managed to get. And then next up we have our food, which is one I wasn't really aiming for, but I knocked one out. It had 42 points into food. And I was just like, are you kidding? Because like 42 pre-tame is already amazing. Like that doesn't usually happen. So I think it had like really, really low points into its stamina. I think it might have been like 11 points into its stamina or something. It was something weird. But yeah, 42 points into its health. Or sorry, food. I wish it was into its health. I just had to get it tamed out. And I actually have a really good fatty trait that I'm going to be adding onto the final griffin. So that actually works out. Not too bad at all, to be honest. So yeah, it would have been great if that was on a different stat, but it is what it is. It's just me and my luck. I've been finding creatures with really high food and oxygen stats. I feel like I just need to start making use of them. And then right down the end here, we have 51 into the weight, and then again, 51 into the melee. And yeah, all these stats together would definitely make an amazing griffin without any imprint, or sorry, without any mutations. Obviously with the imprint on top would be amazing. But yeah, we're going to be doing some crazy mutations, I'd say, with these things in this series. Maybe not finishing it off finally for today. I still need to finish off the bison and continue those a bit more. But yeah, we might work on griffins and bison in here, like secretly for a little while, and just see how high I can get both of those stacks. So anyway, yeah, that's the plan for today. We're gonna have to quickly combine all of these ones, and the unfortunate part is it's 4 females and 1 male. So yeah, you know, it's better to have more females than males, I guess. Like, you know, it's it would have been nice to have, you know, at least 2 males, but we're stuck with this. So I guess I have to breed him with all of these ones, and I got to make sure that I put you away. And also, let me show you the traits that I've managed to store. I have some really, really good ones. So first of all, vampiric on a griffin. By the way, I've been taming low levels to get these. I think the only one that I managed to get out of a high level was the aggressive one. So yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if, can I show you the full effect? I don't think I can. All right, well, vampiric gives you a certain percentage of health back, and we've obviously got vampiric 3, which is amazing. I think that's like, what is it, like 10% you get back? I can't remember exactly. I could add them onto a griffin and then show you and then take them back off, so we might do that. Carefree increases movement speed when you're not, I think you have to be on the creature for a certain amount of time. You have to not be fighting as well or being fought. So if you're not getting hit or hitting things, you're going to get a bunch of extra movement speed. Aggressive is kind of the same thing, except it's when you're hitting things. And then cowardly is when you're getting hit. So regardless of what I'm doing, I'm going to have extra movement speed, which I'm really going to appreciate on a flyer. And then right here, we've got fatty, which is going to add in armor based on the amount of points into the food. So I don't think I'm going to do mutations on the food as well. That would be kind of silly. Probably would be kind of silly. Maybe I will a little. I don't think I've ever done that. Maybe I have, actually. I would have done add-ons at one point, but well, maybe we'll do it. All right. Well, anyway, let's waste no more time and just quickly get all these things mating. Is the range on them good? I have never bred griffins in vanilla. Are you? Yeah, everybody's mating. Awesome. All right. Well, anyway, just let them. Oh, there we go. You just pound on the ground and the females. Right. We have some eggs, I would assume. There we go. So yeah, this is what griffin eggs look like, man. I've never properly seen them. Obviously, this feature was just added in case you're watching this a long time into the future. Griffins have never been breedable until Ragnarok and ASA, and yeah, it's really nice that they did this. I have to say, I'm really, really happy with it, because griffins, for me, have always been great, but they've lagged behind because you can't breed them. But now you can, so yeah, that makes them a whole lot more useful, I think. Yeah, gonna have to wait for those to incubate down a little bit. And yeah, I think we're just gonna keep letting them breed, honestly. I don't really see the point of stopping it. So in terms of the traits on all these guys, they actually all have kind of like not amazing ones that I'm gonna probably just leave on them. In fact, actually, I should be taking away... I might actually just delete all their traits. So oxygen frail, obviously I don't really care too much about that, but I'm gonna just take it away. Yeah, I can't add traits onto a fully grown griffin. What is this? Health robust. Actually, that's a good one to have, because that's gonna make it so the health actually does go down. That's interesting that it landed on the one with the health. Amazing. Oxygen robust, don't really care too much, but yeah. I might just take this one. Don't have to delete it. I'm probably not going to use that one. And then you have food robust. That would have been good on this one over here. This one, I mean. But yeah, it's probably fine. Actually, if I eventually bred the weight one with this one right here, I could probably add that onto the baby and then potentially increase our odds of getting all those stats together. Let's see. Do we have any eggos? Are we ready? We have a bunch that are ready. We just drop them all out. And then... Griffin, do we have... okay, yeah, those like summer bash colors are gonna throw me off a little bit when it comes to the mutation. So this one is food, and it did not get the melee stat. And I think I also need them to be males, probably. So yeah, let me see. You are health and melee, and you actually have it. So I'm gonna hang on to you. You are... What are you? Stamina and melee, and you're a male. I guess I'm gonna hang on to you. I gotta make sure now that I'm not keeping too many males and no females. You are... What are you? Weight and melee. You don't have it, so let's go ahead and just get rid of you. I think I already checked you. Yeah, you didn't have the melee. Let's get rid of you. And this one was food and melee again. We don't have the food, I think, on that one. Yeah, this one doesn't have it either. It's other stat. I think, it probably would be smart, actually, to stop the breeding now, because technically we're kind of good for the moment. So if I let these two males grow up, I can breed them. Wait, what do we have again? This one is... I need to just name them, I think. Oh my god. Wait, I've actually never seen like a... Oh, that's not what I wanted to throw out. I've never seen a vanilla baby griffin. The head is gigantic. Oh my god. The wings are so tiny. It's got like the most gigantic feet and head. Oh no, that is silly looking. Its face is like weird though. Its eyes are really creepy. I'm not sure if I like that much, man. That is like when you don't look at that part, when you don't look at the eyes, it's a little kind of cute, I guess. But yeah, that's a little strange. I almost kind of wanted to, I want to almost get it to do some flying, which is possible. You can get babies to fly. You just have to throw them or get them to walk into the water and then they'll start flying. It would be kind of funny. I think I'll leave it though. But yeah, so this one right here has our health and our melee. So I'm just going to name it. I'm going to name it after that. So what is it again? Oh crap. 53 health, I think. And then 51 melee. Nice. So then I'll know that this one is the one for those two stats. And then we have stamina and melee right here. And obviously this one is very, very red. So the funny thing is, actually, some of our griffins obviously have some of those regions that are not being used filled in. Like these 3 regions on a griffin do not get used. But obviously with event colors and mutations as well, they can land on those things even though it doesn't show. So like there's no even like tiny little bit of pink on this creature. I guarantee it. So yeah, it's interesting how some of the babies come out with some of them filled in, but not the rest. Very, very strange, but it is what it is. Essentially, NA could be classed as a color. It's just lack of color, so that can come out in the babies as well. But yeah, not sure why this is important. I'm just talking. Let's see. So we have 50 stamina, 51 melee. Boom. So if I now go ahead and put you and you away, and then you as well. So if I grow these two up, I breed one of them with the weight, and I breed the other one with the with this fella right here. I guess actually what I can do then is I can take your food robust. It's probably not going to help a huge amount, but it's not going to hurt us either. So if I specifically make sure that, let me give that to you. So I'll make sure that I'll breed this one specifically with the food griffin over there, and then I'll breed this one with the other one. So I might actually quickly just move them around just to kind of make sure that I don't make that mistake. Okay, so we've got all of these stats together, and I have like over 100 eggs in here, so let's go ahead and hatch them, because all of these guys right here should either have all the best stats or one of our starter mutations. So yeah, let's go ahead and just hatch absolutely everybody here. Some of them aren't fully incubated yet, but that's okay. We'll just chuck them all out anyway, and boom. There we go. So do we actually have any mutations? They'll be right down at the end here. So all these guys are mutated. We don't want any mutated females because they're kind of useless. We've got our first weight. Nice. What else do we have? We have our first food. Ooh, I'm pulling that. Oh, do I have it? Okay, amazing. The game freezes up like that sometimes. It's super annoying. And what else do we have? Another food. What's this one? Another food. We got lots of food ones for some reason. So yeah, anything that's going to come out at, what is that, 295 means that they're mutated. And the rest of these guys are all food mutations. And then the females are useless. Like, you could keep them, but in my opinion, I don't really see the point. You know, we'll focus on trying to just mainly get the males because, well, I'm about to grab out as many females as we can. So here we go. I'll show you guys how I actually make my massive clusters of all these creatures. And obviously, this is something that you can do if you're playing on a server with a mod that can pick up the babies. If you're not, you're going to have to be a little bit more creative than this. So yeah, let me just make a massive mess over here. So I think maybe we'll start like around here. So basically what I do is I kind of just drop one down, move her over a tiny little bit, and then drop another. Now, to make this happen, you're gonna need them to be babies. If they're slightly grown up, some of them are like bigger than the others, it's gonna be a bit more difficult. So right there, we've covered like probably just slightly over a full foundation with like 6 or 7 of them there. And yeah, we're gonna keep going. I think we have 51, I think. So if I can get it up to like 17, then we could do that 3 times. And then that will be like 3 rows of 17, 51, boom. We are good to go. This is number 17. So now that you have your first row, it's as simple as just kind of coming behind these ones, trying to, you know, line it up roughly, and then just chucking them out. So yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of these guys down. Now, I think I managed to miss one somewhere. I don't know where, maybe? I don't really know. It's fine. We're gonna chuck down the next row now. And yeah, this is it. Now, the main thing that you want to make sure that you do afterwards is turn them all onto passive. That's what you need. You need to put them all onto passive. You need to have them ignore group whistles. You do not want them moving, because if they're fully grown up and they try to move, first of all, they might not be able to, so that might be good. But if they are able to get out of each other, you'll never get them back into each other. It's never going to happen, ever. So, yeah, I would recommend, you know, just being a little cautious about the whistles. Apparently, I still have a few, so I obviously missed a few. What we can do for this is we could just add another row onto this end over here. And there we go. So I reckon that the male griffin should be able to breed with all of them. Like, they're all fairly stacked together like that. Yeah, we should be fine. So I'm going to come to one of them and let us quickly just set this up. So we're going to put them onto mating anyway, because, you know, they're obviously not able to yet, but when they are, they will start mating, and we want them on passive. It's probably a good idea to also have them ignore or turn off the ally look. There we go, disable ally look. So we have all of that on. They're on passive. I think we're good to go. So we're just going to copy those settings to all the other griffins. And yeah, we have 51 griffins here in total, including the one that we copied from. So yeah, every few minutes here, we're going to have another batch of 51 griffins to look at. And yeah, it's really that simple. Here is the combined one, by the way. So here, let me go ahead and just chuck it out and show you. So yeah, the stats are all really good, obviously. Seeing them all together is even better. And I tried to obviously make sure that we pull it out before it had an imprint from the ball. So yeah, these stats are almost completely true to what they actually are, with 1% of imprint added on. So yeah, really, really good stats to begin with. Again, super happy about that. And yeah, he's about to be very, very happy because he's got 51 females. When they're grown, bro, don't look at them like that. No, look at me. You keep your eyes on me. Wait till they're grown. No. Yeah, so we're gonna obviously have to wait for all those guys to be ready. And I guess for the moment as well, what we can do is, because we already have our first food, we chuck you over here. We already have our first weight. I'm gonna chuck you over here as well. So yeah, what I like to do now is, you know, if you get one of them anyway, go ahead and just name it 1 and then wait. 1 for the mutation, the stack of mutations, and then, you know, W for wait. Where am I going? There it is. I keep getting bugged out by the fact that the passenger seat thingy is there. So, yeah. Let's see. So then this is 1F for 1 food. So, yeah. We're probably going to maybe try and stack all these up a decent amount. I don't really know how far we're going to go with them, because I don't have a crazy amount of time left to make this video. So, yeah, we've got some stuff coming up that I need to do. So, I don't know. We might maybe try and maybe get them to like 10 for today. And then after, you know, we'll maybe try and get them up a bit more. Like, I would like our Griffin by the end of the series to have really, really good stacks of mutations. So, yeah, that's the plan. But anyway, we're going to let these guys grow up. And we're also going to let those grow up. And I need to go out and get some meat. This is step number 3. You place down your babies. You set their whistle thingies. Then you make sure you have meat for them, because you don't want them to all starve. That would be awful. So it's a couple days later now, and we have our stack of mutations for the moment. So I decided to go 10 into each of those stats. So yeah, we still have a little ways to go in terms of stacking them up and getting this thing even more powerful. Obviously, we'll make a new version later down the line. But yeah, for this video, this is where I want to end it off with. So as you can see, we've got the 10 mutations across the board. Obviously, a mutation carries 2 points. That's why it says 20, not 10. But yeah, so here it is. Here is our fully stacked up Griffin right here. And obviously the colors are not final, although I do like that blue. That blue is very, very nice. It looks like more of a teal here, but it looks like more of a blue there. Anyway, so yeah, obviously all those stats jumped up by a decent amount. Let me show you kind of a bit of a comparison here. So we have the 1% mutated one right here. So the health jumped up from like 8,000, although it has 71% imprint. Okay, never mind. We probably can't properly show off the difference, but with the imprint on top, this will probably be pretty close to like 13,000. The stamina we can show off properly jumped from 787 all the way up to 1012. So yeah, not a crazy jump on that. Obviously, they don't get a crazy amount of stamina per stat point, but yeah, you know what? It's fine. We can work on this going forward. We got our food up as well. Obviously, that food is super high right now. And yeah, that's going to really help with that fatty trait that we have. So I'm excited to get going. Actually, I have a ton of eggs in here. I have 2,500 eggs ready to hatch, and I've been sitting here just waiting to do this. So I almost kind of feel like I need another terminal. I don't know. If I start dumping these things out. In fact, we don't even actually have enough of these, do I? Ooh, I might have to quickly just run off and grab another terminal and then a couple more, maybe a little bit more crystals, just to be able to actually pick up a full batch of these things. Because, yeah, we obviously don't want them all spilling out onto the floor and just getting everywhere. So, yeah, by the way, I did paint up these stables. Just painted it like the gray, although it looks white, and a little bit more of the black. So, yeah, pretty cool looking. Don't really know what I want to paint the slaughterhouse with, but I'll figure that out as we get there. Gotta close my gate, because I found Jim sneaking around here the other day. He was like flying down here as I was like over here, and then I looked up because I could hear an RG, and then I was like, no way. And so then I ran out, I think I ran out the gate actually. I should have ran out this door, and he was like standing right here. And so then I popped him with a couple shots with my rifle. I don't know if he showed off that footage though, but yeah, I did get him. He was just standing there. I don't know what he was planning on doing. I think he's been looking to try and find my body, but I've been telling him every single time I'm logging off in my secret little base underneath his base. So if he wants to get me, he's got to actually earn me, you know? I'm not just going to give myself away like that. We're not just going to fall asleep on the ground somewhere like Axe would. I'm just like lumping Axe in. Yeah, screw that guy. He'll just fall asleep on the ground, let himself get taken. No, I've learned from the best. I've watched all of the Taken movies. I know how to not get taken. All right, anyway, so let's see. Let me go ahead and just start dumping out all of these. So we're going to be only keeping the mutated ones, which are going to come out at 393, or sorry, 29. I was thinking 393 is our final number. What is it again? It's 295. There we go. 393 is the final number of our mutated Griffin, though. So yeah, that's it's kind of satisfying. It's like a full 100 like levels past what it was before it was mutated, because, you know, we got the 50 mutations in total, 10 on each of those stats, carrying 2 points per mutation. So, yeah, they should get picked up here in a second. I'm not going to let you sit through all of the egg hatching. We're just going to, you know, finish off this lot. I'll show you roughly how many there are, and then we'll move on to the next lot. Actually, you know what? I'll have to quickly grab out all the mutated ones, because I don't have enough dino balls for 2,500 babies. All right, here we go. We should lag the crap out of that. In fact, let me actually... Is it picking them up? I think it should be, right? Yeah, it definitely is. Do we have any spares of these? I'm just going to grab like a little bit of that. Going to chuck them into here. Look at that. It's not even fully caught up yet. That's crazy. Oh, man. So, yeah, our full lot of 51 females, I think it was, right? Here's what they look like, fully grown up into each other. This is why I do this. Like, it looks very strange looking, but it works, man. It totally works, you know? The wings are really, really, really strange looking. All, like, the feathers just kind of crossing over each other. Oh, man. But, yeah, so that is 500 babies. Let's see. So, we're looking for 295. We actually got a lot of mutated ones there. Wow. Okay, what's this one? That's our other guy. Let me chuck him here. Let me grab out all of them. And then 297 would be a double mutated one. We didn't get any of those. 299 would be triple. No, we didn't get any of those. Cool. So, let me just double check because we just grabbed a couple more. 295. Yeah, still none. Gonna go ahead and get rid of all them. There was probably like close to 40 of them here, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna work through all the rest of these here. 295, a couple more mutated ones, nice, and then 297, might as well just check. Yeah, I never get triple mutations, man. It just never happens. All right, well, anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys back when we have all of these hatched up, because, yeah, that's gonna take a while. Okay, killing all those ones, and, yeah, let me just type in Griffin. Let me also just get rid of all this shit in here. There we go. All right, so Griffin, we'll just type the full word in. Here's how many we got out of 2,500 eggs. Wait for it. That's like almost 10%. Now, bear in mind, some of those could be twins or triplets, but that's like pretty close to 10%. Now, people often tell me mutations aren't as common as you say they are. They absolutely are. Obviously, we get them a lot faster because we have high breeding rates. I'm able to do things like this, you know. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that they are very, very common, man. Like, that is, that's crazy. That was 2,500 eggs, you know? And, yeah, almost 10%. That's amazing. All right, well, anyway, it's probably, like, close to, like, 9%, honestly. Yeah, because when you bring in the idea that maybe some of them were twins or triplets, I'd be confident saying there was 9% of those eggs hatched out mutated babies. Anyway, so yeah, we've got a lot of work here. We got to go through them. Any ones that have regions like, you know, so let's see, what is it again? It's region 1, 2, and 3. So it starts at 0 on the left and it ends at 5 on the right. 1, 2, and 3. So where that 25 is, that's region 1. We're going to get rid of any of the ones that have colors in those spots because obviously those colors don't show up at all. And then, yeah, I guess if I see any, like, cool colors on the other regions, I might just go ahead and try and keep them. But, yeah, this is a lot of sorting. It's going to take me a little while. If I see something really good, I think I'll just bring you guys back just to show you. But, yeah, for the most part, it's mostly going to be me just destroying a bunch of these things. Also, I've realized that I am actually gammaed up. Let's see. Gamma 2. Boom. Oh, that's how bright it actually was. Oof. Don't know how long I've been gammaed up. I think it's probably been a while. Yeah, maybe I'll keep that one. That one doesn't have any cool colors. Okay, so I've got quite a few nice colors here, and I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I need to probably just move you. Let's put you back into your ball. Yeah, so no, that's not the right one. That is our stack. Grab the rest of these. Most of them are female because I've hardly even gotten through all of these things. There's so many of them. It's really difficult. I've thrown so many of them on the ground. I actually stopped deleting them. I just started throwing them onto the ground. But yeah, we've got lots of nice colors here. I'm almost kind of thinking, I like this. I like that a lot, actually. I'm almost kind of thinking, kind of like Syntac-y colors. This one's nice as well. The other one's a little kind of more teal. Yeah, this one's very, very nice. Some Syntac-y kind of colors maybe could be nice. I think whatever lands on the wings gets darker. So, yeah, obviously that's a fairly brightish color. It doesn't really look that dark there, though. So, we've got this as well for the wings. So the 3 regions are... Region 0 is, like, the wings, like, right there. Region 5 is kind of the underwings, and then the face, and then, like, kind of a bit of the chest, I guess. And then I think Region 4 is the butt. So, yeah, we've got some nice colors here. I'm almost kind of, like, tempted to go for this, because this color right here, 249, it's interesting because this color right here is the exact hex code of the background color on my logo. I wonder how that happened. That's a real coincidence. So, yeah, that's the exact color. That is, I mean, you can't get more Syntac-y than my literal logo color. Now, it might be a little bit different here on the Griffin, because they sometimes when the colors go onto the regions, they have different shaders on them. They get brighter or darker, but that actually looks fairly accurate to the actual color. So, I think, yeah, this for... What is that? That's region 5, right? So let me actually pick you up. Let me put you into one of these pedestals over here. And it's facing the wrong way, but we get the idea. So then we want something for the wings. This is nice. What is this? 54. Now, that one's definitely very, very nice. We also have the purple's not great. We also have this one. It's a bit like kind of... it's a bit more like pinky purple anyway. It's not too bad. I like this one as well, actually. This one's quite nice. 95. So that's kind of similar to the glacial blue, I think. Glacial blue's number 96, I think, right? I'm remembering so many of them just from, like, so many years of getting these colors. Obviously, the back half of all of the colors past, like, 100 are new-ish. Because, obviously, ASA added all them in. Like, we only had up to 100 for a few years there. And, in fact, we actually had only up to 56, I think, before that. So, yeah, let me chuck this one into here, then. So, do those two work together? I feel like they would. I feel like they actually would. Yeah, I like them together. Now, we need something for the butt. So, let me just pick up all the ones that we don't have. And, like, again, there's still more in there. Maybe there's a better color in there. I have no idea. That's the butt as well. These are all the butt, I think. Yeah. So, what do we have here? That's like a teal color. Let me, maybe just, like, bring you over here a little bit. I need to try and see if I can somewhat kind of match it to the blue that we have there. How's that look? That's actually not too bad right there. Let's see. So, that's not too bad as well. I'm going to get rid of this green one, I think. What's this one? That's, like, a very vibrant kind of, like, darkish blue. I say vibrant dark blue, but, like, it's like a weird... I don't know. I'm not a major fan. This is fairly similar to those other two. This is more like blurple. Yeah, I think it's definitely between these two. This one over here is very, very similar as well. I guess we can just bring you over. I'm just looking at all these griffin butts all day, man. Oh my god. All right, well, anyway, let me chuck you down right there. Nope, I can't fit you. Nope, that's... Am I even on the right one? I don't think I even was. Cool, so, yeah. I don't exactly know which one I'm gonna go for. You two are females, though. Oh my god, please tell me I have... Okay, you're a male. Are these two females? I think these two are females. You're a female. You're a female. Okay, so I think I have my answer. We're going for that one right there. That's the only male. And in all honesty, that color works, you know? Like, that works with this. I think, yeah. Mostly, like, blue with, like, the cool Syntac-y kind of colors right here. Yeah, Syntac-y kind of colors. I keep saying kind of. It's like, that's my color, man. Wonder how that got in there. That's very strange. Anyway, so, yeah, let me maybe just get rid of the rest. We have a massive stack of all the ones I've thrown onto the ground there. I got through, like, maybe, like, 150 of them here or something like that. Like, there's still so many of them in here, you know? Like, maybe there's a nice color. Some of the regions, obviously, are on the regions that don't show, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, I don't know. There's just too many of them in here. We've got a couple double mutations down the bottom that I don't even know if I even got to. But yeah, you know what? I think I'm happy with the ones that we have. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all the rest of these ones. Now, what we need to do is we need to breed both of those females with this male when they're fully grown up, which is actually very soon. We'll breed them both with the male. And then what we need to do after that is we need to get either a male or female, and then breed that with my stacked version, which is the 393 version. And then, yeah, that's how we get those colors on. Obviously, a couple attempts, and then we'll have all the colors on with all the stats as well. A little bit of a process, but it's all good. We'll get there soon enough. Are we all ready for the big reveal? Here it is. Our brand new Griffin. Look at this thing. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I like those colors, man. I love the blue on the wings. It looks really, really nice. It looks a bit nicer when it's not so, like, weird and dull outside. But yeah, look at that thing. Oh my god. I'm so happy with it. So yeah, this is probably going to be the final Griffin colors. I really don't usually change the colors after we've already gotten them, unless for some reason I don't like them. But in this case, I do like them. Now, bearing in mind, you cannot get any sort of color variation on the beak or the kind of fleshy bit leading up to it, and then also the feet as well, which is super disappointing. Why are the feet not their own region? They really should be, but anyway. So here it is. Let's go ahead and quickly give it all of the levels that I have within my little Drakeling right here. So switching that to our XP. Boom. 30,000 XP, not 3,000. Wow, I almost said 3,000. That would have been embarrassing. So yeah, there we go. We have like tons and tons of levels. 47 actually. I should probably remember that, because it's going to be the exact same every single time we do this, unless we already have a couple levels on whatever we're using. Bearing in mind, oh wait, no, did it not get anything from the fatty? Wait, did fatty not work on it? Oh no. Does that actually not work on griffins? That's crazy. Wait, what? Oh no, it does work. What the hell? It said 0 a second ago. That's really weird. So, obviously that's not a huge amount. We could possibly, you know, try and get that up a bit more with the mutations. I'll try and bring the food up with the rest of the stats. Obviously, I'm gonna want everything else up, like health going up, obviously is pretty good. The stamina definitely needs to go up a bit more with the mutations. We can do the food, obviously. And then, yeah, like, you know, weight is something I'm gonna want to, and yeah, melee kind of speaks for itself. So yeah, just in general, it's not bad. You know, you can't have saddles on them, so we have a natural armor of 15.41, I think it said. 0.001, or not points. You know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and give this thing... Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's do a swoop-a-doop before we do anything. I want to see how much damage we actually do. So, oh, the colors look so good. I'm really happy with the butt portion as well, because, yeah, you know, wasn't really sure... Okay, that's some pretty good damage there. Wasn't really sure what we were going to actually get for that part. I didn't want more, like, cyan or green or anything. So, yeah, I'm actually really happy with the color that we have for that now. Here we go. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Tons and tons of damage. Feels like griffins back in the day. They definitely are not as powerful now, I don't think. Let's actually track that. Whereabouts is that? It's way over there. It's probably over by Viking Bay. They always are. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. And we will go get that in a little while. Let's quickly go ahead and pump in some levels then. So I'm going to want that health up. It's going up by like 500 per level. So I think we'll get it up to like 20k for the moment, which is 12 levels in total. Stamina, definitely bringing that up. Let's say 2k. 2k is a lot of levels, 17, but it's totally worth it. The stamina on griffins is like a necessity. And then the rest can go into our melee, and the rest of the levels that we're getting going forward can also go into our melee as well. So yeah, very, very nice. Obviously we're kind of hurt right now, but that's all good. That's how much damage we do just naturally. I guess I didn't test out the other damage, but it's all good. We'll move on from there. You know, I completely forgot to even show off how much damage this thing actually does without even pumping in the levels. But that's how much we do now in terms of the swoopage. So yeah, kind of amazing, honestly. I think I'm gonna have a really easy time just farming up a ton of XP now, because the fastest way to get XP on your little Drakeling is definitely by fighting Wyverns. They give so much XP for killing, and let's be honest, they're really not that difficult to actually kill. So I might end up using this guy a little bit. It's sometimes a little bit difficult to actually fight them on the back of a Griffin, because you gotta get way far ahead of them and then swoop down to them, but we could possibly do it. I could shoot them as well, of course. So yeah, we might end up doing that a little bit. Kind of almost tempted to just see if there's anything in here. I've yet to see an alpha wyvern in this trench. I actually don't know if they're on this map. Can anybody confirm it? If they are, please let me know. Because yeah, we want to get that head trophy. Eventually we'll have the ice wyvern head trophy from the boss, and it would be kind of epic to have the fire and ice ones. both in our base eventually. Although I don't even know if I'm gonna have a proper trophy room. We're building like an actual like farm, so yeah, not really sure. We'll see. Anyway, we might go after that one there. Let me see, what level are you, bro? You are level 20, super easy to kill. So should I just try and go above him? I think so. We'll just fly directly up, try and get up above him, try and do a swoop. It might work, it might not. I'm not great at using griffins anymore. I used to be. Oh, we are now being attacked. All right, need to try and get up a little bit higher before he gets me. All right, and now... Hey, there we go. Oh, did we not get our thing? Did we get a talon? Did we? We didn't get a talon. What the hell? That's so cheap. Oh, there it is. Sorry, why did that not go into my guy's inventory? We're not that way down, right? What the hell? That's weird. I'm very confused how that didn't go into his inventory, but there it is. That's the talon right there in the sky. Boom, we got it. Awesome. And yeah, should we maybe try and see? Oh, we got another one here. Let me test this out, see if we can get our talon from you. Is it already coming from me? I think it is. Hey! Oh, I didn't fully kill it though. Oh, and bear in mind, we are also making use of our traits here. So, what is that? I think we're getting 10%, is it? How much do we get back from Vampiric? Oh, crap. I messed up my swoop. I can't remember how much percent we're actually getting from Vampiric 3 on a Griffin, but it's either 5 or 10%. Regardless, we're getting some health back every single time that I am hitting something. I'm just going to fight it like this. It's going to be a lot faster. There we go. Got him. And I got my talon this time. 175. Damn. So yeah, look at that. We've already got like 2,500 XP. I'm not sure how much we got from that one specifically, but you get a lot from killing the wyverns, I'll tell you. But yeah, let me... Boom. Into there. Let me grab out... Oh, I already grabbed my talent, didn't I? Cool. Let's actually just drop all that out. What was it again? Oh, hang on. Is it safe for me to do this? Yes, it is. All right, what is it again? It is 5%. Okay, so we're doing like 1,800, then we're getting like roughly like 90 health every single time I do a swoop, which is not bad, you know? A little bit of extra health for just attacking something, that's kind of great. And considering the fact that for the most part with griffins, you're swooping down and then you're swooping away, like you're not staying in the sky and fighting them like what I just did right there. So yeah, definitely very, very nice for just getting a little bit of healing going. Let's see. Oh, I didn't kill him. Wait, we did less there. I think he's mate boosted. He must be. All right, let me do a swoop. Try and get... Oh, he's hitting me with that. Try and get above him here. And then let's see about getting him in the sky. Okay, I got him that time without mate boost on him. Cool. Oh, man, I veered up too fast. That's what I got to get used to. They're a little bit different from like snow owls and other creatures like the dreadmare. Got him, right? Oh, surely that was gonna kill you. What freaking level are you, man? Turd? All right, hang on, let me get him. Hey, 165, dead. Another lightning talon thingy. That's, can I drop all that? No? No, I think we're too high. Yeah, sometimes you can't drop items when you're too high up in the air, but I'm just gonna clear up some inventory space. Obviously, I'm healing a crazy amount from our little drakeling, but yeah, we got 2,000 XP from that one, by the way. So yeah, in case you're wondering the easiest way to get the dragon loot crates, it's definitely by just coming and killing a bunch of wyverns. Maybe there's some other creatures around that are perfect for killing them, or for getting the XP by killing, but I think wyverns are probably... They have to be the easiest one, because like there's this massive area that you can just come and this is where they spawn. So, although I don't really see too many of them, actually. Not really sure what's going on there. What I do want to get done here is... Oh, no, wait, no. That's an actual freaking alpha. I didn't even realize it. I thought for a second looking at it, I was like, that's kind of big, isn't it? Okay, there we go. I don't have the stam to take on this guy right now, though. So I think we need to get away for a second. Our carefree's about to kick in. So, yeah, let that kick in. Try and get just a slightly out of render distance here. So carefree's going to make me a little bit faster, obviously. So long as I'm not attacking, being attacked, or hopping off and on my mount. So yeah, we can land here and grab some stam, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill that thing. I also gotta check its level. I don't even know what level it is, so... Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, there we go, I have my answer. You can keep your comments, they're great for the algorithm. So here we go, we got our stam back. Awesome, alrighty. Let me see, there you are. So what level actually are you? Level 20. Okay, that's an easy one. That's an easy mark right there. We can go ahead and quickly kill this thing. I say quickly. It's still gonna have a lot of health, but, you know, it'd be a lot longer of a process if it was like a 190, which is, you know, max level, which I think I'd be very surprised to find a max level alpha. But yeah. Oh, I hit him instead. Damn it. Let me just make sure I do my swoops right. Okay. Ah, damn. I thought we could catch him there, but unfortunately, no. Okay. No, I'm not going to hit him with a swoop here, am I? Yeah, we're just, he's very fast. He's kind of hard to actually hit with these. I might shoot him a little bit. We can do this and get above him and then hit him like once or twice on the way down, but he's like already in my face. Oh, I hit him twice there. Nice. And he didn't even hit me with the fire. You loser. That's your only thing. That's your gig, the fire. Right? Oh my god, you're already super low. Hang on. We're gonna kill this thing. 1 or 2 more swoops, I think. Probably 2. I'm gonna say 2. Because, like, creatures already, they get very bloody, like, super early. Okay, here we go. 1 more. Hey, I got my Wyvern gauntlets. Let's trace this body down to the ground. Oh, that's epic, the way the wings are. Oh, his head is, like, tilted back as well. Oh, man, I messed you up good. Oh, that feels just... I don't know why. It's just like the wings out like that. It looks very, very, very cool. Kind of epic, not gonna lie. Let's land down here. So we got our little gauntlet skin. Okay, great. We got our trophy as well. We got our gauntlet skin. We got a bunch of milk. Hell yeah. Now, I gotta pay attention to my yard because I know the boys will be on their way. You know, we need to make sure they don't try and steal my milk. All right, let me get over to my loot crate over here. Let's check that out before we end off the video. And in fact, I've now just seen, I think we got like, we have 9,000 XP on the Drakeling right now. I think we probably got like 4,500 from that. It was a low level alpha, so, you know, we got to bear that in mind. But yeah. The unfortunate thing is I actually don't have my chibi on me, and I haven't had it for a while because I accidentally, I fast traveled over to my little fob at Jim's base at one stage, well, a couple stages throughout the week when he was like on just to see what he was up to. And one of the times I think I completely forgot to pick up the items that are in my cosmetic like section. So all of my paints that I had left and my skins for the raptor helmet and also I guess my chibi all gone. I feel like it's kind of annoying. When you go to, like, transfer everything, it would be kind of great if it also transferred your cosmetics, too. It's kind of annoying the way it doesn't, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we need to make a new chibi. And I already leveled it up, like, once or twice off of a couple Alpha Raptors. I've actually been finding quite a few of them. I don't even know if I've even shown any of them in the videos, but I have been finding them. There's a 150 Quetzal around here, by the way. That's not it. I don't know where it is. It was around here a couple days ago. Let's get over here. I wouldn't mind maybe just seeing how much faster they are, but there it is. But yeah, I don't really know if I want to. Okay, let's go a little slow now that we are in the vicinity. There's a really cool griffin looking over there. Hello. All right, let's keep you on passive, put you on unfollow. And here is our chest. Another chainsaw. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Not amazing stuff there. I mean, like, you know, some good stuff. I appreciate these. I don't actually have those yet. But yeah, not super pushed on more and more chainsaws. I already got a really good one before, but it is what it is. Right, well, guys, let's level up our guy real fast. There we go. Guys, I think that's going to be it for today. This video has taken quite a few days to make. I actually didn't have amazing luck with the draw on stacking the mutations. It took a little bit longer, and also we did have another stack to do, you know, the food stack alongside all the other ones. So yeah, it took a little longer than I thought, but hopefully going forward, I can just work on that and stack them up in the background, and then eventually we'll upgrade our Griffin. Keep these same colors, just get some better stats, and by then I'll probably also have a couple Drakelings with maxed out XP to absolutely dump a bunch of levels into this Griffin. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. If you have enjoyed it, drop me a like. Let me know, what do we call this beauty right here? Oh, the feathers in the back as well, that's awesome. What do we call it? We need a really, really good name for it. We're not naming it Peter. So yeah, catch you in the next one.